Howdy folks, it's a Tall Turtle here, and welcome back to another texture pack update video. If you haven't been watching the previous videos, please see the description below for the link to the playlist, to the previous texture pack update videos, and the explanations. I don't explain everything from scratch, because that gets boring. With that being said, let's see what I've been doing lately. Alright, so what are we going to start with now? First of all, let's start with a very simple one. Again, this is a particle, like mentioned in the previous episode, which was mostly particles. The end stone, or the end rod, is mine from a long time ago. But what we're talking about are the glowy things that come off. That is called glitter. You see it in a few other objects, but mainly you'll see it in the end rod. And it's like 6 or 7 or 11 different textures at random that come up. And I kind of took the default idea, but then I just made it smoother, a little more interesting. So there you go. That is called glitter. Took a long time, but worth it. Again, one of those things you don't even notice, but you kind of do, right? So hopefully you notice it if you're using my texture pack yourself. And I'm going to clear my throat, and we're going to get on to the next set of particles. All right, so moving down here, I wanted to show you a few drips and drops and everything. So these drips, the default squares drive me crazy, so I did my own particles. Basically, I just made them perfectly round, as round as I could anyway, with a little bit of reflection in there. You can't really see them, but they have a droopiness, so you've got them hanging off the top. Then you have them when they start to fall, and then you have them when they land. So there's actually 3 textures here. I'm trying to catch them for you. Let's look at the hanging ones first. So I know you can see a little bit of edges. It's not perfectly smooth, but that's because I think it's only like a 16x texture. There wasn't much to work with there. I took the default and made it times 8. So all these textures are times 8. So whatever the default was times 8, so I guess 64 maybe. There's only so much you can do with that. But you're not really staring at that anyway, but it still looks round and smooth as it hangs and drips and lands and bounces. So that was a long time in the making. Very proud of that one, I must say. And then fishing, there's going to be a lot going on here. First of all, the rod itself is not mine. That's part of the Red Craft texture pack. That sits under this one. But I've got the bobber, which is my own. See that? And the hook is my own. And the bubbles, the light blue bubbles, are mine. And the splash bubbles are mine. And the bubbles when the fish comes any second here is also mine. Where are you? I want to show off when the fish comes. Where are you here? Takes a long time when it's not enchanted. I'm used to using enchanted. But anyway, let's enjoy what we can for right now. Anyway, we've got the bobber, the hook, the bubbles, the splashes. There we go. See the fish? That's mine too. So all you see there's mine except for the rod itself. So that's kind of a cool one, I think. I like that. Very simple, but took a long time. And I think it looks awesome. I'm quite happy with that one. All right, now for the biggie. It's only going to take like a minute or 2 in the video, but it's going to take me a long time to set this up. And it took me a long time to make them. But it's all 32 effects, except for the 3 that are instant and don't have an icon. So what's that, 29? 29 effects I did one by one and made high resolution. So let me set up a whole bunch of command blocks so that I can get a whole bunch of effects lined up. And it'll be a split second for you, but it's going to be a lot of work for me, and I'll catch you in a little bit. All right, so some 15 minutes later, and I finally have all the command blocks done. So what I'm going to show you is all the different icons for effects. But first I want to show you my inventory screen. So let's go into survival super fast. And if we go to my inventory screen, the inventory screen is my own. So we got the curved edges, smooth arrow, new recipe book. I decided to change it. I like the angle better and the way the book looks. New colors, everything. Now something I really am excited about is this shield. That empty shield slot icon is mine. And I'm very proud of it because I had no idea I was going to do that. I spent a lot of time on it. And even though it's a simple thing that's overlooked, especially once you get a shield in there, I just wanted to point that out. I like that. Also, we're going to see that a few more times in the effects. So let's go back into creative mode and I'll show you all these effects. All right, so what I'm going to show you, well, first of all, one more thing to point out in the screen here. See this water breathing? The graphics over here are mine too. So the curves and everything, the smooth curves and the underline and the clearness, that's something I did. But mainly in the top right, if you look at the top right, see those effects icons? All those are mine. So the borders are my own color. They're bright green. And then it's all smooth. And then all icons are mine. Now we're not going to step on this last one because it's levitation and it will make things difficult. So let's stay away from that one. So clear background, bright green border and everything, smooth, and icon. So let's talk about these icons one at a time. Actually, this should be a good screenshot, I think. Nope, that goes away. All right, so starting at the top left, we have water breathing. Then we have speed, which is a boot. Then we have strength, which is a dumbbell. Then we have resistance, which is my shield icon again with the sword in it that I made. Then we have fire resistance, which is, again, my shield icon with fire in it. That's my own fire. Night vision, which is the cat eye. Regeneration for the heart. The scooter is haste. Now, I did try doing a pickaxe thing for haste, but haste isn't only digging blocks. It's shoveling and every like movement thing that you do. That's what haste is. So I decided to just use a scooter just for now. I might change that. Slow falling, my feathers, luck, absorption, which is my shield again, conduit power, and then that that's my dolphin's grace. I know it seems silly. In fact, there's more to it. There's the water movement around it if you look real closely. That might change, but for now I think it's kind of a fun little thing to put in there. Hero of the Village with an emerald. Health boost. Invisibility with the ring, which is kind of funny because I'm like, a ring, an invisibility ring. What a unique idea that's never happened before. And then it dawned on me there are a few epic tales that use invisibility ring, which I didn't even think of. But I'm going to keep a ring for invisibility because it's recognizable. Jump boost is a pogo stick. Weakness is a broken dumbbell. Slowness is your ball and chain. Poison is your poison dart frog. Thanks to Epona for supplying a photo of her own photo of a poison dart frog. And Wither, the broken heart. Mining fatigue, which is an old shovel, which if you look at the default texture for mining fatigue, it's a worn out shovel. So that's where I got that from. Unluck, which is your broken flower. Bad Omen, which I took the default texture and finished the axes and just made a higher resolution. Glowing, I took the default texture, made it a creeper, and made it glow. And then Hunger is your ice cream cone. So let's clear those, and I have two more to show you here. And I think if we go to levitation, I have three more to show you, sorry. We have levitation first. There we go, which will make you rise. And that's a hummingbird, because hummingbirds seem to levitate. And again, if you look at inventory, see, everything comes up over here too. So I love the hummingbird, it's gorgeous. Also, something I forgot to mention with all these other ones is the particles for the fart bubbles. I didn't want to get rid of them entirely, so what I did is I took the existing particle textures, I made them, oops, I'm glowing now. Let's drink the milk and undo that. I didn't mean to make myself glow. This is the whoa, hang on. This is the most awkward texture video I've ever made, isn't it? There we go. How about that one? There we go. The fart bubbles. I took the default textures, made them higher resolution to smooth them out. So they're smoother. And there's fewer of them. So I think there's 7 or 8 textures. I got rid of all but 2. And then I made them smoother, high resolution, and thinned them out. So we still get fart bubbles, as you can see. But they're much less obvious and in the way, I think. Right? But they're still there. So you still get the feeling, or you still get the recognition that you're under bubbles. But it doesn't offend me anymore. Not that they offended me, but they were annoying. They're no longer annoying. So now that we talked about that, let's oh no, never mind. I have my notes here say I only have 1 particle for the effect bubbles. Okay, whatever. 2 more. This is nausea, I think. Yep, there's a stomach. It's supposed to be a sick stomach. That's what that's supposed to be. Let's get rid of that before I actually do get sick. And then the last one is blindness. And that is a different cat's eye. That's hard to see on purpose. So there you go. Those are the 29, I guess. Different effects, because the other ones making 32 don't matter. So there you go. That was exhausting to set up and record, but only a couple minutes for you. So hopefully you enjoyed it. That's all I've done so far. Again, between this video and the previous one, that was over 100 different textures I did. So I just want to catch you all up. What's going on in the future here. I am working on the blast furnace, of course, the lantern and the bell, and the sweet berries. I have great things picked out for those. I cannot wait to work on those, but that's going to take some detail. And then I'm just going to go through the remaining blocks and items and just pick and choose. Like I really want to get my own brewing stand texture, for example. And I want to get a hay bale texture, and I really want to do something with those cocoa beans as they grow on the trees and that type of thing, stuff that's been around a long time. But first I got to do the 114 stuff, which again is a blast furnace, lantern, bell, and sweet berries. That's all I have left for 114. I guess I have the wither rose too. I have a few, I guess I do have a few more things, but 114 textures come first, that's a priority. And then I'll do an update video on that. And I'm going to work on the stuff that carries over. Again, the brewing stand, cocoa beans, things like that. Otherwise, that's it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Super short one. That took a lot less time to record, or a lot less time as a final video, but a long time to record. So I'm done for today, and I'll catch you next time.